I worked at the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles from November 2011 to November 2012. I worked there as the night guy at the front desk. It was very interesting. When I went for the interview for the Cecil and got hired, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I had worked 2 years at the Marriott while I was in college. I had just graduated, come back to LA, looking for a similar job. The first hotel that hit me up, I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. So I go to the interview, everything's good. They hire me on the spot. And then the first day that they scheduled me for training, my coworkers, the first thing that she said when I got there was, before we do anything, let's Google this place. So we get on the computer at the front desk and she Googles the Cecil Hotel. Come to find out, there are a few serial killers that stayed at the Cecil Hotel. There were multiple suicides at the Cecil Hotel. The Cecil Hotel was known for having shady characters there throughout the decades. Multiple murders at the Cecil Hotel. I'm like, what? Where am I working? I'm thinking it's kind of cool, but it's also kind of spooky. The Cecil Hotel was a nice hotel front for a bummy hotel. The Cecil Hotel had this grand ballroom lobby. So when you came into the Cecil, it was these 2 double doors. They opened for you. It's about 75 feet from those double doors to the front desk. That entire walk is luxury. If you were to look on the Cecil's website at that time, you would see these big, grand, clean, luxury rooms that brought guests from all over. In reality, the Cecil was a trashy, broke down, scary hotel. But because it was doing all this false advertising, we would get people from all walks. So the Cecil charged about $30 a night. So think about the people that know the area that are coming there. It's downtown, right next to Skid Row. So you have homeless people coming in there, mentally ill, crackheads, prostitutes, drug dealers, pedophiles. But then on the other side, on the false advertisement side, you have a lot of foreigners coming. I'm talking foreigners with money that just saw a deal. Let me give you an example of when somebody would show up to the Cecil. Someone that was not prepared for the fakeness. So they show up, I give them their key, I check them in. It's like 10 p.m. This is their first time in Los Angeles. They get on the elevator, go up to the room, and I kid you not, this happened at least 50% of the time. The guests would come back down to the front desk and be outraged, be shocked. And they had a few different complaints. It was either, as soon as I walked in and turned on the lights, 1,000 roaches scattered. Or, when I took off my shoes and walked around the room, my feet turned black from how dirty the carpet was. Or, I laid down on the bed and I found bed bugs. I think I got bit by a bed bug. And a couple times when they found bed bugs, they would bring evidence. These are things that are happening 3-4 times a week at the Cecil Hotel. All the hallways look like The Shining. The Cecil was a wild hotel. They also had these residents staying there. These creepy ass residents that were like grandfathered in. I guess way back they had a resident policy where they would let people actually live there. All the residents staying at the Cecil were creepy, they were dirty, just unsavory creatures. If you've ever seen the movie 13 Ghosts, it reminded me of that. There were only like 10 to 15 residents, and they all were just not all the way there in any way. Some of them were cool. Like you had Bob. Bob was an older white resident that was in a wheelchair, and he had his Latin lover that would take care of him. It was just entertaining to see because there were so many elements to Bob. 70% of the time, he was dirty to the point where I would have to tell him, Bob, go take a bath, because he would be outside on the streets begging for money. He wasn't homeless, but he was almost there because he stayed at the Cecil. He had his Latin lover. I don't know if Bob had money or what, because the dude wasn't bad looking. Bob would come up to the front desk and we'd have conversations. He would crack on me, I would crack on him. Bob was a little creepy himself too. We also had a registered pedophile staying at the Cecil. You could see this motherfucker on the list.